everybody, it's Professor Finley, and here we are in week 2 of our at-home Pilates program. I think you guys did a fantastic job last week, and I think we're all really realizing right now, more than ever, how much physical movement is important to our mental and physical well-being right now. So we're going to go ahead and get started. As I said in my announcement, we're going to add a resistance band or a flex band into our workouts this week. If you don't have one yet, don't worry about it. We completed all of these exercises without resistance bands last week, and you can continue to move forward in that direction if you need to. If you've got a flex band, go ahead and place it on your mat just like I have mine right now, right, and just sit right down on that mat like we used to. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Just wiggle yourselves into your most comfortable neutral sitting position. Make sure you're right up on those sits bones with your spine as neutral as you can make it, all right? And just rest your hands nice and heavy down on your legs. I'm going to have everybody close your eyes, just breathing naturally and normally, and we're going to go right into our body scan, all right? So I'm going to have everybody bring your awareness right up to the crown of your head and just see what you're noticing today. See if you're noticing any stuck stress, any tension, any gripping muscles, any feelings of anxiety or worry. Whatever you're feeling in this region of your body, I want you to just go ahead and let it go. Let it just drain away. Let's bring our awareness now to the muscles of our face, our forehead, the muscles around our eyes, our cheeks, and our jaws. If you're noticing any clenching in those jaw muscles or tightness in your cheeks, any squinting of those little muscles around your eyes or furrowing of your forehead, just really try to let those muscles soften and relax and release. Bring your awareness now around to the back of your head and those little muscles right at the base of your skull. If you're noticing any tension, any gripping muscles in that region of your body, just go ahead and let those muscles soften and relax and release. Feel that tension just drain away. Let's bring our awareness now to the muscles of our neck, all right? If you're noticing any neck strain, any sensation that your head is being pulled in one direction or the other, go ahead and let that neck strain just disappear. Just let it melt away. Bring your awareness now to those little muscles right at the base of your neck and all of the muscles around your shoulders. See if you notice if your shoulders are feeling slightly elevated, right? Let those muscles soften, let those shoulders drop down. Bring your awareness now to the muscles all along your spine, all the way from the back of your neck, down through your shoulder blades, all the way down through your mid-back, your lower back, and the muscles behind your hips. If you're noticing any tension or gripping in those muscles, just let them soften, let that tension drain away. Bring your awareness now around to the front of your body, your chest and your abdomen. If you're noticing any clenching in those chest muscles, maybe a sensation that your shoulders are being pulled forward, let those muscles relax and release. If it helps to roll your shoulders down and back slightly, go ahead and do so. Completely release any tension in your belly. Just let those muscles soften. Let's bring our awareness now to the muscles right around the hips, our hip flexors and our gluteal muscles. If you're noticing any clenching in the hips, maybe that sensation that you're kind of holding on to your leg position, go ahead and let those muscles soften and release. Okay? Make sure there's no tension in your arms or your fingers, no clenching. Now I'm going to have everybody bring their awareness down to their base of support. Take a moment to really feel the weight of your body sink into the floor underneath you, and feel the floor underneath you really support the weight of your body. Really feel that connection. And take a moment just to really appreciate being very mentally and very physically present in your space and in your body at this moment. Now I'm going to have everybody pay attention to their natural breath pattern. How are you breathing today? Do you feel the air go down into the lungs, or does your breathing feel much more shallow, more restricted to your chest or to your throat? Just notice what you're feeling. Okay, and now let's go on and start working on our breath a little bit. So everybody take a nice deep inhale breath through the nose, just nice and deep. Really feel the air press into the lungs. Feel that expansion. Hold that breath just for a moment at the top. And exhale through your mouth and really try to completely release all of that air back out. take that once again. Nice big deep inhale breath. Really send that air down into the base of your lungs. Hold it for a moment at the top. And then once again, exhale, completely releasing it. Completely releasing that air back out. Moving into our more diaphragmatic belly inhale this time. In through the nose, nice and big. Down deep into the lungs, but also the sensation that the abdominal muscles are expanding outwards, really opening with your breath. And then through your teeth, completely pressing that air back out, feeling the belly deflate, feeling the abdominal wall flatten. And we'll take that once again, nice big deep inhale breath. The belly muscles relax and open. And exhale, really deflate that belly, press that air out, flatten the abdominal wall. Moving on to our more lateral breath this time, let's keep the belly flat. Inhale through the nose and really send the air this time through the sides and back of the rib cage. Imagine a giant bubble. And then out through that imaginary straw, really pressing the air out and engaging the transversus abdominis and getting that slight lift to the pelvic floor. And we'll take that again, nice big inhale breath. The rib cage expands, we're feeling that sense of stretch. And then out through those pursed lips, the waist narrows in on itself and we get that gentle lift to the pelvic floor. Good, guys. Going on, nice big inhale breath. Fill up those lungs. Fill up the rib cage, and then this time as you exhale through that imaginary straw, gently tilt your chin towards your collarbones and round your head, your neck, and your upper back over your legs. Stay in that position. Take another nice big deep inhale breath. Really open up your upper back with this breath. And then exhale through those pursed lips, pressing the air out, engaging the transversus and the pelvic floor. Let's stay in this position. Take one more inhale breath. Really feel the scapula spread and pull apart around the back of the rib cage. And then exhale, roll and stack your spine one vertebrae at a time. All the way up. Remember, the crown of your head is last until you're sitting just a little bit taller, a little bit straighter than you were when we started. Good, guys. Open your eyes and let's go on. Take an inhale breath. Send your head over to the right. And then exhale, a nice slow circle today. Get that tension out. And once again, inhaling, circling the head as you exhale. Let's add the shoulders in the very upper part of the back this time, guys, all the way around. Releasing tension from the shoulder girdle and starting to mobilize the upper back and shoulder girdle as we take it around again. Good, let's go deeper. Send the rib cage around this time. Really release tension in the waist. Good, we're gonna take that around one more time, feeling those spinal extensor muscles just stretch, feeling the muscles in the rib cage stretch, and come back to center. We'll take that all to the other side, sending the head over to the left this time. Just go easy, don't force anything. When you meet those barriers, just gently roll through them. Try to keep that breath pattern going. Let's add those shoulders. Should feel good. And we'll take those shoulders around again. Good, going a little bit deeper, really reach into the waist. As you come around the back, get that little bit of thoracic extension. And we'll come around once again. Good, guys. Take an inhale breath, send your shoulders up towards your earlobes. As you exhale, roll them back and down and forward. And again, inhaling and exhaling, really starting to warm up the upper back and shoulder girdle now. And let's take that once again. Good, going in the opposite direction. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. My cat's gonna walk right across us. Good, she's gonna be here to help me for cat stretch later on. Good, let's take a couple more circles. Nice. And one more. Okay guys, go ahead and reach for the ends of your band. Let's go into a little bit of upward, downward rotation. All right, don't choke up too much on your band. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, circle those arms up. And then inhale, pull the elbows gently behind your back. And again, exhale and inhale. Take a couple more, reaching. Good, get that nice big stretch, and then feel the strength in the upper back as you pull those elbows back. Let's get a nice stretch through the armpits and reach. And just a couple more. Good. And let's take one more. Should feel really good. Great, guys. Okay, come off your band and go ahead and wrap it around the back of your rib cage, and let's cross the ends of the band. We've done this one before. This is our external rotation, right, of the humerus and the shoulder girdle. So take an inhale breath. As you exhale, just pull your fists apart and kind of pull that band. We'll go again, 2. Good, this is great for us right now, especially with all the sitting that we're doing, hunched forward and reaching. Good, really pull that band open. Feel that nice stretch come across the chest. Open up those collarbones, gently closed ribs. We'll take 3 more. Looking good, guys. 2 more. And 1 more. Oh, feels so good to open up those chest muscles. Okay, uncross the ends of your band. Let's go into a little bit of flexion and extension now. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, pull that band forward and flex the thoracic spine. Inhaling, opening that band nice and wide, and then letting it release behind you as you extend the thoracic spine. Let's go back into flexion with our exhale breath, and then inhale, come back to neutral. Going again, exhale. Open the chest, inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Couple more, reaching, pulling that band out, letting it release, and forward, and up. And just a couple more, reaching, and opening, and forward, and up. Let's take 1 more. Get that upper body really moving, and forward, and up. Good, guys. Take the band around now to the front of your body, right? And hold it just a little bit wider than your shoulders, okay? And go ahead and take those arms right up above the head. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, let's go into lateral flexion, just letting that band pass right in front of your forehead, and up. And then in the opposite direction, and up, and reaching. Good, that noise in the background is my cat deciding now is a good time to have a cat fit. And up, we'll just keep going, and reaching. Good, get a nice bend to the waist, really pull that fist up and pull the opposite fist down, and reach. Good, let's do 1 more in each direction, guys. Really feel the side of the rib cage open, and reach and come up. Good, keep the band extended right above your head. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, pull the ends of the bands apart, and release. Good. We're getting a little bit of work through those latissimus muscles, and we'll go 3. Good. And 4. Let's do 2 more today. And 5. And 6. Go ahead and just let the band float forward. Let's go into a little bit of rotation now. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, rotate the spine, pull that band behind you, and release. And opposite direction, 2. Good. And reach. Feel that nice rotation. Feel like the body is spiraling upwards as you rotate each time. Good, really look behind you. And once again, we're gonna go 1 more time in each direction. And this will be our last one. Continue to hold the band out in front of you. Take an inhale. Exhale, really feel like you're pulling your elbows apart. Keep your rib cage neutral and reach. Good. And reach. And let's take 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more. Great job, guys. Let's continue with a little bit of our supine warm-up. So I'm going to have you go ahead and keep your band across your lap. I'm going to turn and face this way. You guys can continue just to face whatever direction you're in, right? Take our Pilates stance. Okay, right up on those sits bones, knees pointing straight up, toes forward, about sit bone distance apart with those legs and feet, right? Take your inhale breath. As you exhale, spin the pelvis back, create that posterior pelvic tilt. Really get some good lumbar flexion. Walk your hands down the backs of your thighs, find your imprint, and then slowly roll all the way back. Adjust if you need to, all right? Come back to that beautiful Pilates stance. Make sure you have that 90-degree bend to those knees, still sit bone distance apart. The right arm's resting down by your sides. Let's do a quick body scan to make sure we're in our best neutral position before we go on. So let's get that sense of heaviness and connection through the back of the head. Bring your awareness down to the back of your neck. Make sure you're feeling that little bit of extension, right? That little arch away from your mat. Bring your awareness now down to the back of your rib cage. And really, this is the important one, really get that sense of heaviness and connection through the back of the rib cage. If you have to adjust a little bit, go ahead and do that. Bring your awareness down to your lumbar spine now. Make sure you're feeling that little gap, that little arch right beneath the belly button, okay? Bring your awareness down to your pelvis. Make sure that your hip bones and your pubic bone are forming that nice horizontal plane and that you're really feeling a nice sense of connection through the back of the sacrum and the coccyx. Arms are resting down by your sides with no tension. Your collarbones and shoulders and upper back are nice and wide, okay? And you have that gentle sense of heaviness across the front of the rib cage. Let's go on with a little bit of our rib cage stabilization. So take a nice inhale breath. As you exhale, engage transversus abdominis and pelvic floor. Get that feeling of strength. Inhale, float the fingertips up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, the back of the rib cage is going to remain heavy and very connected to your mat as you send those arms up over your head. Inhale up and exhale, float them down. Let's take that again. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Everybody reach for your band, all right? Hold the ends out of the pinky finger side of your fists, all right? Fist should just be about as wide as your mat right now, right? Not too close together. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, let's all reach that right fist up over our heads towards the wall behind us and pull the left fist down towards your mat, towards your hip. And then float them both up. And then reverse that, pulling the left arm up over your head and lowering the right. And up. And reaching. And up. We'll just complete just a few more of those, really working to stabilize the core as those arms are now moving powerfully and with that little bit of resistance from our bands. And reaching, feeling the strength, feeling the stability. Good. Let's take one more each side, guys. Right arm reaching, and then they both come up, and then left arm. And then they both come up. Take an inhale breath. Let's pull the band out to the sides. And exhale, reach that band right out to the sides. And then float the fists up. And again, 2. So with this one, we're really making sure that we're feeling the connection through the back of the rib cage. And then that sense of heaviness across the front of the rib cage that we talk about. A completely stable thoracic spine. And we'll pull for 3 more. And let's pull for 2 more. And 1 more. Great job, guys. Just float that band right down to your lap again. We'll use it again a little bit later. Bring your hands back down by your sides. We're going to go into a little bit of our tabletop work right now. So take an inhale breath. Feel your neutral spine position. As you exhale, I want you to contract your abdominal muscles and press into your imprint. Let's try to keep our gluteal muscles soft. Just use your abdominals to press into imprint. Inhale, hold, and then exhale, release back to neutral. And we'll take that again. Inhale, there goes the cat, and exhale, we're in imprint. Inhale, hold, and then exhale, release. Inhale, we're gonna move on this time.
Exhale, contract the abdominals, press into imprint. Now I want you to squeeze your glutes, take an inhale breath, and let's all peel the right foot up to tabletop. And then exhale, left foot up to tabletop. Let's take a little bit of a few toe taps. Take an inhale breath to prepare. As you exhale, maintain your imprint and lower that right toe right towards your mat, and then bring it back up, and then exhale left. Inhale to come up and right. So little toe taps. Make sure you're maintaining that 90-degree bend at your knees the entire time. If you can't quite make it all the way to your mat, don't worry about it. Just lower to where you can control the movement. We'll go again, right, great exercise, so simple but so effective. And again, right, and left, and right. Good, maintaining that imprint, and left, and right, and left. Just one more rep with each leg, guys. Right and left. Come all the way up with both legs. Let's squeeze the knees, ankles, and big toes together. Hold that imaginary $100 bill with your knees, right? Sweep your arms out to the sides, palms facing down. Take an inhale breath and send your knees towards me, towards your screen, right? Just about to that 2 o'clock mark on your imaginary clock. And then exhale, send the knees back up and find your imprint. And then inhale, knees go away from your screen to the left and up and over to the right and up. Remember the shoulders and upper back are pressing firmly into your mat. Really using those upper back muscles, using those tricep muscles as well. Over to the right and over to the left. Let's add a little challenge, guys. Keep your right leg in tabletop. Extend your left leg up towards the ceiling, straight and pointed. And then again, go over to the right. Just a little more challenging, creating a longer lever. And up, and then bend that left leg to tabletop, extend the right. And legs go over to the left. And up, come back to tabletop, extend that left leg, and send those legs over to the right. And up, back to tabletop, extend the right leg, and go over to the left. And up, good job, guys. Bring both legs to tabletop. Take an inhale, lower the right. Take an exhale, lower the left. Sweep your arms back down by your sides. Let's go into a little pelvic curl exercise. We're gonna start in neutral. Take a nice inhale breath. Exhale, contract your abdominals, squeeze your glutes, and articulate your spine up to tabletop. As you inhale, try to press those hips up a little bit higher, but make sure you're not arching your spine, right? The rib cage is gently heavy and soften. And then exhale, roll back down. Inhale, exhale, press through imprint, squeeze those glutes, roll up to your bridge. Inhale at the top, and exhale, roll back down. Let's keep going, guys. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Really feel that articulation. Inhale. Articulate the spine up. As you inhale at the top, feel the strength through the backs of the arms, through the shoulders, and then exhale, roll back down. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Good. Breathe in and release. Let's go into a little bit of abdominal work, guys. Here we go. Inhale, just simply nod your chin towards your collarbones. Don't jam it, right? And look towards your belly button. And then exhale, come back to neutral, stare straight up. Inhale, nod your chin. And exhale, return. Inhale, nod your chin. Exhale, return. I think we're ready to go into a chest lift, guys. Here we go. Inhale, nod your chin. Exhale, roll up to your low crow position. Inhale, try to come up just a little higher without losing your neutral. And then exhale, roll down. Inhale, nod your chin. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, come up a little higher. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, nod your chin. Exhale, roll up. Inhale just a little higher. Exhale, roll down. We'll go on this time, guys. Inhale, nod your chin. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, come up a little higher. Sweep your arms out to the sides, fingertips behind your head. Exhale, roll down. Do your quick elbow check. Make sure you can see those elbow points right out of your peripheral vision. Let's keep going. Inhale, prepare this time. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, roll back. And to think about your sequencing. Think about your form. All right, think about that spinal articulation. Every time you roll up, I really want those shoulder blades to clear off of your mat. Maintain your neutral spine position. And we're just going to keep going. Do a few more today, guys. Just a slightly longer set. Looking good. Let's take 2 more. And then 1 more. We're going to add a little bit of rotation this time, guys. We're going to rotate and send the sternum towards the right femur. And then roll back. And then over to the left. And roll back. And then again to the right. And to the left. Good. Getting those obliques. To the right. And to the left. Make sure you're still in neutral. Make sure, do a little elbow check. Make sure you can still see those elbows, but that they haven't come in too close to the head. Good. And left. 1 more rep each side, guys. To the right. And to the left. Come all the way down and just continue to curl. And 2. And 3. And 4. Let's hold this 5th one. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, pulse for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll all the way back down. Let's take our hands from behind our head. Just lengthen those arms down by your sides. Take a couple of nice deep breaths, guys. Let's go for those belly breaths. Just nice release to those abdominal muscles after that. Good, everybody. Okay, let's just roll to our sides and come right into our prone position, okay? I'm going to have you take your hand, and I'm going to have you place it behind your back, okay? Kind of just drape it over your back, okay? We're going to use it a little bit for our back extension at work today, okay? So let's get in our goal post position. Really lengthen our bodies, right? Toes reaching away from the crown of my head. I'm feeling my co-contraction, and I'm pressing my forearms and hands down through my mat, okay? We'll take an inhale breath. As you exhale, really reach the crown of the head away from the tips of your toes. Press down through your arms and palms and come up into extension. Inhale, try to get up a little higher, and then exhale, articulate back down. We'll take that again. Inhale, and exhale, lengthen and reach up. Inhale, try to come up just a little higher. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, nice downward pressure through those arms and palms. Inhale, come up a little bit higher. Make sure it's from the back and not from the neck. And then exhale, roll down. 1 more inhale. And exhale, reach. Roll that marble away with your nose. Inhale at the top. Exhale to float back down. Keep your upper backs active, everybody. Let's lengthen our arms down by our sides, palms facing in. Okay, a little bit of scapular retraction there to start. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach. Up into extension. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lengthen to float back down. We'll inhale. Exhale, growing longer as we come up into extension. Inhale and exhale to float back down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Really lengthen this time. Good. Really feel the collarbones and chest open, and then roll back down. Let's go consecutively. Reaching and lengthening. So we're coming up with that inhale breath and lengthening and lowering with the exhale breath. Reaching the fingertips back towards your toes as you come up each time. Let's add just a little bit of rotation. Everyone rotate towards me, towards your screen, and then come back to center, roll down. And go in the opposite direction and roll down. and reach. We'll just keep switching sides, just doing a few more. Feeling the rotation in the upper back. Good, guys. Let's see if we have one more to each side. I think we do. That's it. Strong upper backs. And one more. Come all the way down, guys. Let your shoulders relax. Let those scapula protract, okay? Let's turn the palms of our hands upwards to face the ceiling to start this one for our hover spine. Foreheads are on our mats. We're going to take a nice inhale breath. Make sure your upper back is relaxed. As you exhale, I want you to retract the scapula, right? And lengthen to your hover spine. Arms should be hovering off of your mat. You haven't come up very high, right? Just a couple of inches, inch or two from your mat. Inhale, hold. Exhale, float back down. Let the shoulders relax, palms face up. Inhale. Exhale, retract the scapula, lengthen to your hover spine position. Palms of your hands are going to rotate to face the floor. Inhale and exhale to float back down. Couple more like that, guys. Inhale, exhale, retract the scapula, lengthen to your hover spine. Inhale at the top, exhale to float back down. Okay, reach for your band that you placed across your back, okay? Hold it with the ends coming out. Actually, hold it with the ends coming out the index finger thumb side of your fists, right? Hold it your fists relatively close together. So my hands are just right there on either side of my hips, giving me a little bit of resistance, okay? Go ahead and protract your scapula, forehead on your mat. We're gonna come up into hover spine, and we're gonna do little pulses pulling on the band. So inhale, exhale, retract the scapula, lengthen up to your hover spine. Give yourselves an inhale to prepare. Exhale, just pull that band and pulse it open for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale at the top. Exhale, float back down. Another set. Inhale. Exhale, retract the scapula. Lengthen to your hover. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull that band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. Exhale, float back down. Let the upper back relax. 2 more sets, guys. Inhale. Exhale, retract the scapula, lengthen. Not very much lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, we pull. 2, 3, 4. Little pulls. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. Exhale, float back down. Let's take one last set, guys. Inhaling. Exhaling to retract the scapula. Lengthen. Inhale at the top. Exhale, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's inhale at the top. Drop your band. Just drop it to your legs. Reach those arms around and stack your fingers right underneath your forehead and then float all the way down. Let's go into heel squeeze, guys. Open up your legs just about as wide as your mat and laterally rotate them. Turn them out. Bend your knees, bring your heels together. You created a little diamond shape with those legs. My heels are connected, right? I'm still feeling my co-contraction, and I'm actually pushing the front of my pelvis, my ASIS and my pubic bone, down towards my mat to start this one. Take an inhale. As you exhale, kind of reinforce your co-contraction. Press the front of your pelvis down. Squeeze your glutes, and as you're squeezing your glutes, squeeze your heels and lift your thighs slightly up and away from your mat. Inhale at the top. Exhale to float back down. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that co-contraction. Push the front of the pelvis down. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your heels, and lift those thighs. Inhale at the top. Exhale, float down. Inhale. Exhale, feeling those glutes, squeezing those heels, lifting those thighs. Inhale at the top. Exhale, float back down. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale, think glutes, heels, squeezing, lifting. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, float back down. Let's do 2 where we add a hover spine position as we're lifting those thighs, guys. Ultimate challenge right now. Inhale. Exhale, co-contraction, front of the pelvis, down, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your heels, lift those thighs and come to a hover spine position. Inhale at the top, exhale, float everything back down. Inhale, exhale, glutes squeezing, heels squeezing, thighs lifting, upper body slightly lifting. Inhale and exhale to float back down. Good, those are hard, guys. Extend your legs, bring your legs together, slide your hands towards your shoulders, bend your knees and push yourselves back into a shell stretch. Belly button lifted up and away from your thighs. Let's take an inhale, nice and big, stretch those spinal muscles, and then exhale, roll and stack your spine up. Okay guys, we're gonna go right on into the 100. I'm gonna offer a new little modification for 100 today. This one's gonna work if you choose tabletop, tabletop extend, or extended legs. We're actually gonna use our flex band for the 100 today, all right? Here we go. Okay, so think about which legs options you wanna do. When we complete our set of 100, let's all come back either to Pilates stance or to tabletop, and let's do a set of 10 chest lift high curls right at the end of our 100 today, all right? We'll start with 10. Okay. So we're gonna roll into our supine position, thinking about what leg options we wanna do today, all right? So this one will, modification won't work as well if you do Pilates stance, right? If you do Pilates stance, actually, let's make it work. Let's find a way, right? Just hold the arms out in front of you and pulse them, right? If you're choosing tabletop or one of the other leg positions, you're gonna hold it on this side of your leg, towards the back of your thighs, all right? And you wanna bring your fists in relatively close because you wanna offer those arms just a little bit of resistance, okay? You guys can just follow me for this one. Let's all imprint our spines, pull our earlobes away from our shoulders, right? Easing up on those necks a little bit. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, nod your chin, roll up to a high curl position. Think about what leg options you'd like to do today. Get your arms pumping open, right? Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 10. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 20. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 40. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 50. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 60. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 70. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 80. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 90. Woo! 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 100. Back to tabletop. Hard option. Here we go. Chest lift for 10. We can do it. 10 and 9. Use the exhale breath. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Stay in it with me, guys. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We made it. Roll all the way back. Just let your band go, guys. Let's hug those knees in towards our chests. Hug them in and just rock side to side. Get that nice release. That is a good modification. I felt that one today. I'm sure you guys did too if you chose to do it. Okay, we're gonna go right into leg circles, okay? So just bring your legs back down and extend them out in front of you. We're gonna open the arms to the side today, guys, just a little bit lower than your shoulders, like the letter T. We're gonna have our palms facing up today. So we'll be able to use the backs of our arm, but we're kind of taking a little bit of resistance away by turning the palms upwards, okay? So I want you to bend that right leg through tabletop and extend it up. Let's flex the foot today. So I'm getting a nice strong push through my heel. We're gonna inhale to cross the midline of the body and exhale to circle and come up. Inhale and exhale. So all 4 corners of my back, right? Backs of both hips, backs of both shoulders are staying really connected to the mat underneath me. And that can be challenging with that leg circling. And we'll do 3 more. And 2 more, and 1 more. Let's go in the opposite direction. Keep in mind that if this exercise is starting to get your hip flexors a little bit. You can always use a tabletop option. Takes a little bit of the pressure off those hip flexors. Okay? And a circle. And we'll take 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Point the foot. Bring it through tabletop. Tap your mat and slide your leg right out there, nice and straight. Let's use the opposite leg, guys. Through tabletop, extend. Nice push through your heel. You're gonna get a little bit of that sensation, that kind of fuzzy sensation through the back of the leg. Nice hamstring stretch. Inhale, cross the midline of your body. Exhale to circle and come up. Really feel the backs of those shoulders working, guys. And keep the torso nice and still. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's take 4 more in that direction. Good. And 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Let's go in the opposite direction. You're going to open away from the midline of the body and circle the leg and up. And 2. And 3. Really feel that control. And 4. And 5. And 6. Let's see if we've got 2 more in there. And 7. And 8. Good. Extend and point that foot through tabletop. Tap your mat and slide out. Bring your arms in, guys. Let's all roll towards our screens and come on up. Okay, everybody, we're going to continue right on with our half roll back, obliques roll back, roll up series. Let's use the band today. Why not? Okay? Continue to find ways to challenge ourselves. Okay, so let's start getting to position for half roll back. I'm going to show facing this side, right? So nice Pilates stance, right up on top of my sits bones. Let's all hold our flex bones out in front of us, palms facing down, ends coming out of the pinky fingers, and just a little bit wider than your shoulders for this modification, okay? So we're going to bring our spine into that C curve position. So I'm on my sits bones, and I've really rounded out my back as much as possible, and I'm lengthening my shoulders down and away from my earlobes. Let's take an inhale breath. As you exhale, really spin that pelvis back, roll all the way off those sits bones, just right about to the sacrum, and then up and over. We're just going to continue with just a few more, just like that, and over. Just a little bit of resistance in that band, just enough to kind of wake up the shoulder muscles, and we'll roll back and come up and over. Go really deep, really challenge yourselves each time, and pressing that belly button down and back. And let's do 2 more just like that, and then we'll go on with a little challenge, a little modification. Good. All right, so now we're going to roll back, and we're going to lift the arms, lower the arms, pull the band, release. Lift, lower, pull, release, and then send the torso over. We'll take that again, roll back. Let's lift those arms, lower, pull the band, release, lift, lower, pull, release, and round over. Pull back, lift, lower, pull, release, lift, lower, pull, release, and over. Let's take 1 final set, and lift, lower, pull, release, lift, lower, pull, release, and over. That was a pretty good one, guys. Roll and stack your spines into obliques roll back, right? Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, spin the pelvis back, create that lumbar flexion, start to rotate. Let's pull that band behind and up. And reach, and up, and pull, and up, and reach, and up, and really pull that arm back. Get some nice rotation in there. Good. Go deep. Really get yourself off your sits bones, and then right back onto your sits bones. Pulling and releasing. Let's take 1 more time to each side, and up. Good job, guys. Take your legs, extend them all the way out in front of you. What I'm going to do for this next one is I'm going to fold my band in half. It's going to give me a little bit more resistance. We're actually not going to pull on the band. right? We're just gonna use it to really help us feel our shoulders and upper back through this exercise, all right? So take your inhale breath, exhale, scoop your pelvises back, and just roll slowly down into your supine position. Extend those arms up over your head. Just a little bit of resistance on that band, just enough to wake up the shoulder muscles. Take an inhale breath, send the fists up to the ceiling. Exhale, rolling up into that nice scoop position. Make sure you're still on your sits bones, right? You're just really reaching the upper back forward. And then spin the pelvis back and roll back all the way. A couple more, guys. Inhaling. Really feel the spine articulate as you roll back. Good. Couple more. Rolling up. Nice flex to those feet. And rolling back. And rolling up. And rolling back. Let's do one more. Inhaling. Exhaling to roll up. Inhaling like someone's pulling you by the waist. They're just pulling you back. Pull, pull, pull. Articulate. And roll all the way back. Good, guys. Okay. Roll towards your screens for me. Come on up. I'm feeling like it's time to do a little bit of spine twist sitting. All right? We'll use our bands today for this one. Okay? So as we normally do, just take your band, place it behind you. Doesn't have to be too terribly neat. Mine's a little wrinkled. And go ahead and sit on your band. And just choose your leg position today, all right? And go ahead and extend them out in front of you with those feet flexed, just a little wider than your shoulders, or you can fold them in, your choice. Okay, I'm gonna have mine folded in today. Okay, go ahead and grab the right side of your band, pull it right across. Remember, arm position really important for this one. My fists are not right in here towards my rib cage and my sternum. I pulled my hand out and away, take the other hand, place it right underneath. Take an inhale breath, get really tall in those sits bones, and then exhale, rotate, exhale, rotate, exhale, rotate a little bit more, and then inhale, come back to center, rotating 1 and 2 and 3, and spiraling up to come back 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Think about your eye gaze. What are you focusing on? Focusing on. Focus those eyes, return, and reach. 2, 3. Think about the form of those arms, reach. 2, 3. Remember, we want that gentle slope from shoulder to elbow to wrist to fist. Good, return, couple more sets. 2, 3, return, and reach. 2, 3. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Keep that breath going. And come back. Good. Go ahead and just place that side of your band down. Draw up on the other side. Pull it across the center. Right, do that little arm check. Make sure that the arms and upper backs are feeling really strong. Take your inhale breath. Exhale, really feel your waist. Guide the action. 1 and 2 and 3. And spiral up to come back again. 1 and 2 and 3. And reaching 1 and 2 and 3. We're starting to feel it a little bit sooner to this side. 1 and 2 and 3. Feeling it in the upper back and shoulders as well. And 2 and 3. Release. Reaching 1. Reaching 2. Reaching 3. Release. Good. 1, 2, 3. Think about what you're looking at. Eye gaze nice and steady. 2, 3. Really tall on those sits bones. 1, 2, 3. Good. Just a couple more, guys. 2, 3. Let's take 2 more. Keep breathing. 2, 3. Release. 1 more. 2, 3. And release. Okay, guys. We won't be using the band for the next set of exercises. Just put those off to the side. We're actually going to do an exercise that I prepped you guys
for this exercise several weeks ago, and now we're gonna go on and learn the full setup for this exercise. It's called side lying kick. Side lying kick. It'll be your new exercise for today, all right? So it's a side lying exercise, needless to say. Okay, so we're gonna use, what I use the back of my mat, and I'm gonna have you guys line your spine up from the back of your head to your tailbone with the back edge of your mat. So let's go ahead and do that. It just gives us a reference point, okay? Then I'm going to actually have you rest your head on your hands. You're gonna bend your elbow in, rest your head on your hand. You're going to take your legs, right? So your tailbone is against the back edge of your mat. You're gonna take your legs and reach them forward in front of your mat. So my feet are now off my mat on the opposite side. So my legs are piked forward about a 45-degree angle, not 90, about 45-degree angle. I'm gonna take my top hand and place it right on top of my head. So it's kind of mimicking the position of my bottom arm, okay? You're going to lift your top leg up just about hip height, okay? The action of this exercise, let me show it once and then we'll go into our full set, okay? It's gonna be 2 inhale breaths. I'm gonna flex that top foot, inhale and kick forward. 1, 2, exhale. Draw my leg back behind me and pull my rib cage up and away from my mat. So a lot of oblique on that side of the body. And then inhale, inhale, exhale. I'm actually drawing my leg behind me. I'm not extending my spine though. My spine is neutral. This is just simply my leg extending behind me and my rib cage lifting. All right, let's go into it all together, guys. Here we go. We'll do a set of 8. Inhale, inhale. Really pulling the rib cage up and away. 1, 2, and reach. Right up on that elbow. And 1, 2, and reach. Good. 1, 2, and send that leg, sweep it behind you, and then kick it forward. Nice flex in that heel. 1, 2. Good. Inhale, inhale, exhale. We've got one more, guys. Here we go. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Excellent. Just stack your legs on top of each other and pull your legs directly underneath you. Now, let's come off our elbows and either a lengthened arm or a bent elbow. We'll go into just a little bit of our side lying work today, all right? Let's take an inhale breath, lengthen that top leg and lift it. Exhale, flex that foot and squeeze the inner thighs together. And we inhale, feeling that little catch, and exhale. Staying absolutely parallel as we inhale and exhale. Go to your maximum range of motion, holding on to neutral and exhale. Nice cinching in of those waist muscles and exhale. Just a couple more today, guys. Inhaling and exhaling and inhaling and exhaling. And now let's inhale and hold, guys. Let's flex the top foot today and take our leg circles with a flexed foot, okay? Circling towards the wall behind you. Little exhale breaths. 1 and 2. Just the leg mobilizing. 3 and 4 and 5. Let's go to 8 today, guys. 6 and 7. Starting to feel it. 8. Let's rotate the leg in the opposite direction, coming forward now. And 2 and 3 and 4. Circling 5. Circling 6. Circling 7. Circling 8. Hold the leg right where it is. I want you to bend your bottom knee and fold it forward just like I am, okay? My top leg is parallel, my foot is flexed. I'm gonna come into a little bit of internal rotation and tap the ball of my big toe towards the floor. And then come back. And to internally rotating and tapping the ball of my big toe. And reach. Ooh, starting to feel this one. It's a good one. Good gluteus medius, gluteus minimus exercise. We really need to give those muscles some love. Looks good, guys. Let's take a few more. Good. And how about 3 more? And let's do 2 more.
And this will be our last one. We're gonna come back. Stack your top leg right on top of your bottom leg, right? And I want you to flex your feet today. We're gonna do clam with our heels together instead of with our big toes together as we often do. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, lift that top thigh. My heels are connected this time. And 2, let's go to 10. And 3, we've got this. And 4. And 5. And 6. Remember, the pelvis stays really steady. And 7. And 8. You can always bring your hand up if you need to. And 9. And 10. Give yourselves an inhale breath. We're going to pulse for 10. Exhaling 1, 2. Little pulses 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring those knees together. Ooh, let's tap out those hips. I felt that one. Hopefully you guys did too. Okay, just crawling up. Let's repeat all of that to the opposite side, okay? So we're on our sides. Okay, I'm lining my spine up with the back edge of my mat. That's all the way from the back of my head to my tailbone, all right? I've got my head propped up on my hand, elbow bent. I've taken my legs and sent them out in front of my mat, on this side of my mat, about a 45-degree pike forward. I've got my top hand mimicking my bottom arm, all right? Here we go. Lift up that top leg, flex the heel, inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, lift that side of the rib cage as you sweep the leg to the back. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Ooh, I'm feeling it. Inhale, inhale. So good for those obliques. And inhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale, inhale. Reach. Good. A few more, guys. Keep the breathing going. Good. Up, we have 2 more. 1, 2, sweep that leg back. You should kind of feel a little glute right now here. Inhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more for good measure. Inhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Come on down, stack your legs. Bring them right underneath you. Now you're in one beautiful straight line from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Okay, let's inhale, cinch in on those waists, and lift the top leg, and then exhale to flex and squeeze and lower. And we inhale and exhale, and inhaling, and a nice reach to the heel as you exhale, and reach. Good. Yeah, we've got to keep those side hip muscles strong. So important for balance, stability of the lower half of the body. Good. Take about 4 more, just so we start to feel it. And 3 more. Good. And really lift it. 2 more. And 1 more. So we're going to flex the foot like we did on the opposite side. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, circling 1. Make those pretty circles. 2. Really use those Pilates principles. 3. And 4. And 5, like you've got a little magic marker on your heel and you're really drawing those circles. 7 and 8, coming forward now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good, we'll go 5. Steadying that torso. 6 and 7 and 8. Fold your bottom knee in, okay? Here we go. Top leg is parallel. Then we come into internal rotation. I'm tapping the ball of my big toe right out in front of me and bring it back. And 2. And 3. Ooh, these are good. And 4. Good. And 5. And 6. And 7. Good. And we'll go 8. Let's see if we've got 2 more in there, guys. I know we do. 9 and 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna feel that tomorrow. Okay, stack your top leg right on top of your bottom leg. Flex those feet. We'll do our flexed foot clam. Okay, here we go. Inhaling, exhaling to lift that top thigh. actually feel it a little bit more with the flexed feet. I might make that be one of your prompt questions. If you felt this exercise a little differently with the flexed feet. Good. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Inhale, exhale, let's do those 10 pulses. 1, push through, 2, 3, 4, we've got this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the inner thighs together. A well-deserved tap, 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 tap. Good, guys, and come on up. Okay, I think right now some cat stretch would feel amazing. So let's get into our quadruped position. Okay. Thinking about some of the things that make a good quadruped. My knees are stacked right underneath my hip joint. My hands are right underneath my shoulders, and I'm feeling like I'm kind of grabbing my mat with my fingers, right? I've got a little bit of bend in my elbows because I do have hyperextended elbows, right? And I really tend to sink into my shoulder girdle if I'm not careful, so I'm giving myself a little bit of scapular protraction, okay? Finding my neutral spine position. Let's look down at our mats. Take an inhale breath in neutral. As you exhale, draw that belly button up through your spine. Send your belly button up towards the ceiling and come into that beautiful spinal flexion. And then inhale, neutral. And then exhale, lift the tailbone, lift the sits bones, and lift the crown of the head. And then back to neutral. And then back into flexion and neutral. And into extension and neutral. Good. We're just going to keep going just a few more, guys. Really feels good. Helps to relieve a lot of tension. This is an amazing exercise, I think. And flexion and neutral and extension and neutral. Let's go one more in each direction, guys. And reaching. Good. Back to neutral. Let's do a little bit of bird dog. So take an inhale breath. As you exhale, let's extend the right arm out in front of us and extend the left leg behind us. And then back to your quadruped. And then reach. Ooh, I'm feeling this one more today. Yeah, good. Reaching. A little bit of a quiver there when I'm doing it. Good. And reach. Good. And switching. And reaching, and we'll take one more. Good, everybody. Sit back on your heels. Let's go into a little child's pose this time. Okay, so just bring the big toes together, open the knees a little bit, and just rest the belly down on the thighs, and reach those fingertips right way out, away from the crown of the head. Just breathe into that stretch a couple of times, guys. Good. And then scoop the tailbone under and roll on up. Great job, guys. Okay, what I thought we could do is finish today with a little bit of arms, a little bit of TheraBand arm work, and then just a little cool down stretch. All right, so grab your bands again. We've given our arms a pretty good workout today with all of our band work. We'll give them just a little bit more. We're gonna do triceps. So go ahead and take one end of your band into your right hand with the ends coming out of the pinky finger side. Reach around behind your back, all right, and grab onto the band behind your back, okay? Your back palm should be facing back, and the ends also should be coming out of the pinky finger side of your fist, okay? Take an inhale breath, exhale, pull the band up and release, and 2, and 3, and 4, and we'll go 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Just let that hand hover, pull the bottom arm down. Now 1, and 2, like you're punching the floor behind your tailbone. 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Let's go up for 4. Let's go up 1, and 2, and 3,
and 4. Let's pull down. 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Up for 2, 1, and 2. Think about the rib cage. 1, and 2. Now up for 1, and down for 1, and up for 1, and down for 1. Oh, we made it. Let's go directly onto the opposite side, guys, and then I'll give you a little stretch right after this, I promise. All right, so ends coming out of the pinky finger now of that left hand, right? Take your right hand, reach it behind you, grab onto your band, and should be coming out the pinky finger of that back hand as well. Take an inhale breath, and exhale, pull the band up. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Pulling down. 1, and 2. All the way to the floor. 3, and 4. This one's so effective. 5. Love this exercise. And 6, and 7. We don't need fancy weights. And 8. We got our bands. And up for 4, and 2, and 3. Really reach, punch that ceiling. 4. Pull down now. 1, and 2. Really stable in your center. 3, and 4. Up for 2, 1, and 2. Down for 2, 1, and 2. Now we'll go up for 1, and down. Feeling it now. 1, and 1. Good, guys. Bands off to the side. Go ahead and take your right elbow up, left hand over. Give yourself just a little bit of a stretch there. It's going to reach to the side. Good. And now bring it into a little bit of rotation. Back into lateral flexion. And we'll go the opposite side. Go ahead and hold that left elbow now in your right hand. Good. A little bit of lateral flexion. A little bit of rotation. Come back to your lateral flexion. And up and release. Take the head over to the right. Gently roll it around to the left. Give yourselves one more head circle. Good. And go in the opposite direction. Good. Take the head around one more time. Nice, guys. Go ahead and extend your legs out to the side, right? Go into just a little bit of a straddle stretch. And just walk your hands forward. And just breathe deeply into that stretch. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Releasing those muscles and stretching. Good. And then slowly walk your hands back up. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Place the heel of your right hand against your right knee. And just press that thigh down. And if you're all the way to the floor already, that's fine. Good. We'll go to the opposite side. Just give a little bit of a hip opening there. Your legs. Okay, guys, thank you so much. We'll be back with you later on in the week. Take care. Hang in there. Bye-bye.